period, she was in Disney's A Wrinkle in Time, and she created the show Never Have I Ever, in which she plays a minor role as well. Aside from that show, if you ever watch the TV show Good Girls, anytime they show the outside of a house in that show, it's usually one of these houses on the street. The same goes for the TV show Keenan, the TV show The Good Place, the TV show Superstore. Pretty much any of our shows or movies, whenever they require a house setting or a neighborhood setting, they'll film it right here on this street. So these houses are constantly being remodeled, repainted, and redecorated so that they don't always look the same in all the shows and movies that film here. And we call it Colonial Street, but a lot of you might recognize it better if I called it Wisteria Lane, because the same street was the set of Desperate Housewives for the entire run of that show on ABC. All 8 seasons of that show filmed right here, and you can see a little bit of it on your screens.
If there is one thing...
And while a lot of these houses look like regular houses, most of them are facades or false fronts. There's nothing inside of them. Some of them are empty shells, just the 4 walls and nothing inside. Some of them are just the front 3 walls, and some of them do have interiors, like the yellow house from Never Have I Ever. They can actually film both inside and outside of it. But a few of them, like the last house here on the street, if you look at it, when we exit the street, turn your head around and look at the top of the house, you'll see the roof is completely open. There's nothing inside of it, vines, trees, plants coming out the top. The last house here, if you look through the windows, you can see directly through to the outside because it doesn't have back walls. And a lot of the houses on the street are just like this one, merely false fronts or facades. Colonial Street has been here for quite a few decades right now, so I want to show you a few of the productions that have filmed in it. Area we're going to visit is filled with picture cars, and these cars aren't labeled because these are the cars coming back from productions and rentals, so I'll point out the ones I recognize. I'm sure you'll recognize a few of them by yourselves as well. There's a big double-decker bus. Next to the double-decker bus there's a tiny vintage green Mini Cooper. That was Mr. Bean's car and Mr. Bean's Holiday. 2 of the race cars from the F9 intro, the orange one and the blue one, are here. Dominic Toretto's Charger, that yellow car there is from American Graffiti. Bumblebee and a Decepticon are sitting in the back. That off-white Ford, the vintage 50s Ford there, is from the movie Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock back in 1960, and filmed literally right here. Welcome to the Bates Motel.
Oh, wow.
Now it looks a little different right now, and that's because this area is getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights. We are doing Terror Tram again this year. Terror Tram is back. And this year the theme is the Ultimate Purge, combining all the Purge movies and some new characters. We drop people off here and hope they make it back to the tram on our way back. Behind the Bates Motel, you'll also see the Psycho house from the same movie. And we're going to get really close to that house, and I don't want to scare anybody, but legend has it that Mother still watches over the motel from her bedroom window in the 2nd story of the house. And it looks like Norman Bates is home too. Just don't make eye contact, don't look at him. I'm sure he'll let us drive through without any further incidents. We're definitely in danger.
Hello, Norman.
Hello, cars 3 and 4, you're on your own because we have just arrived into the airplane crash site set from the movie War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Tom Cruise. Also part of our Halloween Horror Nights event. That on the left is a real Boeing 747 jet that was brought here and destroyed for just one scene in this movie. It took over 2 months to build this, several hundred thousands of dollars, and it was only used for about 4 minutes in the film. This is what the scene looked like.
The airplane crash site set is perfect example.
Queremos the Halloween Horror Nights.
It was all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Listen, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay. Got them closed? Robbie, get in. Get in.
You can also see this plane crash in the music video for the song To Fly by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna, the music video for the song Taken Back by Logic, an episode of Community, an episode of Andrew Tribeca with Rashida Jones, and a few home insurance commercials, including some tornado insurance commercials. Now, we are about 10 minutes away from the end of the tour, almost back to the theme park. I just want to remind everybody one final time, if you have any emergencies or require assistance, pull up the red cord and I will be back to assist you, but to remain seated and inside the tram at all times. Now, on the right-hand side, we have a giant construction site. This time we're expanding both the theme park and the studio, so there's a lot of construction everywhere. But beyond this construction site, you'll see a giant blue wall. That blue wall and the area in front of it are known as Falls Lake. Falls Lake is used for productions full of special effects. Movies like Inception, Hunger Games Catching Fire, Dunkirk, Bumblebee, and the movie Sully, directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Tom Hanks. The area in front of the big blue wall is a giant concrete pit we can fill with millions of gallons of water. The blue wall can be digitally replaced and turned into anything you can imagine. So for these scenes on your screens, we filled the pit with water, brought in the real plane and all those actors, and then digitally replaced the wall with images of the New York City skyline, the New Jersey skyline, and the sky itself to recreate these scenes from real life as faithfully as possible. That big blue wall was built in the year 1987 for the movie Jaws the Revenge. Before it was built, we only had a little pond there that was used for this scene in the movie Psycho, using that car I pointed out earlier. Hold on, we seem to be taking a small detour. I'm going to do a quick check-in with security to see what's going on. Just keep watching this video about Falls Lake. I'll get back to you as soon as I know what's happening in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Apparently someone by the name Owen Shaw has been tracing our vehicle. He is highly dangerous, so our security team has joined forces with Dominic Toretto, Luke Hobbs, and their teams to keep us safe. And it seems like someone from that team wants to talk to us. I'm gonna patch him through. What's your name?
My name is Roman Pierce.
Oh, the trim here.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while.
Right.
So we brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys. We're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help.
Okay.
We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone can give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Sounds good.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Alright. They're sending us to another section. They're asking us to please turn off the flashes on our cameras and the ringtones on our cell phones. These are both controlled. We use to trace them. That's a separate wall. Oh, wow. This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. Where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Man,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to earn this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Hey, let's back up a little bit. Okay. Slightly. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Not my suggestion, clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this office out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
That ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family protects you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm gonna